Hi, my name is Fatma. Let me welcome you again to Talk to Connect. This is where we share our stories to inspire and empower each other. In every single week, we bring you someone special with an amazing story. Someone who will take you to go back and think about where you are right now. The purpose of Talk to Connect is just to show you that it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what life gives you. What matters is if you believe in yourself, you can change the story of your life and you can be whatever you want to be in life. So as usual, we have amazing people. And this week we have an amazing young man who is a teacher. He's a director. He's an actor. He's a poet. He's so many things. But he did an amazing things during the COVID lockdown, where everybody was feeling sad and disappointed. But he remembered the most important people. He remembered the youth and the children, that even if they're home, even if it's a lockdown, it's time for people to remember that their education is very important. And he started an amazing initiative where he started helping students to study and not just feel lost during the COVID. His campaign is amazing. He has an amazing story. And he's young. A good example to the young people. It's not what is happening to your life. It's not where you are right now. It's how you decide to change and drive your life. So our guest today is Hassan Farouk with an amazing story. So hi Farouk, how are you?
I am fine. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? How is Nairobi? You are in Eldoret. Where are you?
No, I'm in Nairobi. Nairobi is super amazing. The weather is so Londonish. Yeah.
That's great. It's cold also in Dubai. So thank you.
It's cold. I don't know why.
It's winter. It's winter time. Okay. So Farouk, thank you for joining us, and I really appreciate the fact that you decided to agree for invitation to come and share your journey with us today and Talk to Connect. So welcome, and we are all excited to hear your journey and your achievements. So thank you so much.
Actually, I am the one who is so much honored and blessed to be here. There's so many there's so many people outside there, but Alhamdulillah, with Allah's will, and also with your invitation, I am so much happy and glad. And inshallah, I hope after this video we're going to touch someone's heart, and we're able to inspire people. Inshallah, that's the main agenda for this kind of initiatives.
Inshallah, that's why we are having this platform, Talk to Connect. We are sharing stories, and everybody who shares their stories here is to empower and inspire someone to be encouraged to start something or do something so that they can grow in life. So let us know your journey, Samir. So if you will tell us a little bit about you, your journey, where you started, to where you are right now.
Okay. My name is Hassan Sabri. I am a teacher by profession. I'm also a writer, a poet. I do poetry. I do write. Also, I love fashion. Yeah, I love fashion. And then I'm also an actor, and I'm also an actor and a director. Yeah, this all comes through teaching. Yeah? You understand, Fatima. And then I'm from Mombasa. Actually, I reside in. Right now I live in Nairobi, but I come from Mombasa. That's where I grew. I went to school in Mombasa, primary, high school. I was in Alidina Visram High School. Shout out to Alidina Visram High School. And I completed my high school level 2012. And then from 2012, I moved to Eldoret. I just went to visit my sister, but that was the time, like, no, God was like, you're just going outside Mombasa. So I went to Eldoret. Then it was by coincidence that I was called Moi University to pursue Bachelor of Education Arts. From our high school, our teachers were so much concerned. They used to know actually what's your strengths and what's your weaknesses. So they will give you a direct guide in terms of career choices. So like most of the teachers, I remember them, Madam Muteti, Madam Juma, Madam Gishu, all of them, they were like, you are supposed to be a teacher. You're just born for that. And by that time, I didn't want to become a teacher. But I think it's only Allah's, because I tried to change when I went to campus the first 2 weeks. But that's a story for another day. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, is that the inspiration becoming a teacher was through my teachers, my high school teachers. Now, I was called in Moi University in Eldoret, so because I used to live there after high school, I just went to campus. It was difficult because I think I remember the first week, I became sick, bacterial infection. Well, I can't imagine being taken by ambulance for 32 kilometers. It was crazy. You see how we, I don't know, because we're not exposed. We are not people who actually are given that, I don't want to say hardship, but that challenge, in life. So, but Alhamdulillah, in 2012, I managed, in 2018, December 22nd, I graduated my Bachelor of Education Arts. I majored in Islamic Religious Education and Kiswahili. But Islamic Religious Education is my dominant subject, where I teach, like all the schools that I have taught. I teach that mostly compared to Kiswahili. Yeah. I am the founder of #Kumbusha Mwanafunzi initiative. This is an initiative that provides solutions on how we can actually assist my community in consistency of education and beat this menace of idleness. And it's so sad, the sad reality in our community, that education is not taken so seriously. And how education has weights, okay, in each and everybody's life. So we are trying to revive. We're not saying that education is now the success, no, but we're talking about how you become cultured, how you become somebody in terms of an open-minded person, not like a person who is not educated. It's just fixed in barbarism. It's all what he thinks of, or it's what she thinks of. And yeah, that's #Kumbusha Mwanafunzi. I think I've talked a lot in introduction.
No. Actually, it's a good introduction, and thank you so much. Your journey has been quite a journey. I also was born up in Nandi Hills, and I grew up there and coming back to Mombasa. So growing in two different cultures is really challenging. I can agree with you. And you're exposed in two different realities of life, where one is very soft and one is very makes you become strong. But I think mixing those cultures makes us see things differently. Yeah. So I'm really want to. I saw your journey on your campaign about helping youth to go back to education and making education an important thing. And that, for me, it was very interesting, because I feel it's something that youth need to be really empowered in different ways, education being one of it. And you being a youth, I really want to know what was your inspiration and what was your turning point. You're a teacher, but you're still young. So, and I think a lot of young people are out there. And you decided to take this journey actually in 2020, when it was a time of Corona and all that, where everybody was in despair, and that's really was an amazing turn of event. So, what was your turning point? What really pushed you to decide? Okay, when everybody was at home feeling sad, something was there like, okay, this is the time to change the table. What drove you to go there and start this initiative at this difficult time?
Now, as a teacher, by the way, I'm a high school teacher. her primary school teacher. I know I get profession rejection, Fatma, like everybody, wanting to agree that I changed lives in school. Anyway, now you see, because I have interacted, almost 2,000 children have passed through me. That's from Form 1 to Form 4. The children. And I have done. I have actually studied different kind of students, the characters, the personalities, the strengths, the weaknesses, and what I can deduce is that there is so much potential in these children of ours. It is us who actually don't give them that morale, don't give them that aspect on, a child just needs a little bit of boost and boom, they are there. So through that, I was like, we are the ones who are losing this future. The children are the future. We youth have lost ours, okay, not by, as in just in quotes, have lost ours. We want to even to make our children's future, they lose their future too, by not motivating them, by making them feel that everything is just the same. So when Corona started in March, when schools were indefinitely closed by the Ministry of Education in Kenya, everybody went home, okay? And it was just confusion. I used to be at my sister's place in Mombasa. Now, because charity begins at home, I cannot just go out there teach people when I have my nieces and nephews inside the house who needs to be directed to. So because their mentality is Corona, so life has stopped. You're not supposed to do anything but just sit down and wait to Corona to stop. Which this is the mentality of Kenyans, by the way. They're just waiting for Corona to stop. So they wait for Corona to stop and they continue with the usual things. At the end of the day, there's no any change. So I used to actually make them on toes in their education, in what they love, okay, what they do, okay. So it was difficult because the children were like, hakuna school, mimi nafanya nini, wewe watusumbua. Sometimes even the parent is like, wawate now, Mombasa people are, wawate hakuna school yenyewe wameambiwa wasisi. I'm like, you people, it's not like I'm telling you wasome so that they continue with this. It's only about consistency. These children mindset, okay? The psychology is so what can I say? It is so wanting. Their psychological composition is so wanting, in that in case of any infiltration, in case of any interpolations in the psychological way of thinking, it will, that Fatma, change their mentality completely. These are children. So that's where we have lost as parents, as guardians in Mombasa. Through that, I was like, no, I need to do something. And at the end of the day, people are not talking about education. People are just talking about charity. People are just talking about rape. People are just talking about Corona. People are talking about early pregnancies. People are talking about drug abuse. But I just sat down and I was like, if everybody is going to be educated and cultured, each and every problem in our communities are going to be over. Are you together? So I stood up and started this initiative, #Kumbusha Mwanafunzi initiative, and alhamdulillah, I went viral for the first video, the first communications I made for this #Kumbusha Mwanafunzi, and boom, I give out solutions on how people can study, on how parents can assist their children in their growth and development, in terms of beating this menace of idleness, beating this menace of inconsistency of education. Actually, aspects concerning how youth can assist the children, their siblings, how parents can assist their children, so that we're able to have a bright future for these children. As much as we need that future, because as much as Allah is the one who has already ordained for us when to live, when to die, but we don't know what next minute holds. So that was the main reason why I started. I think summary, it was Corona. Yeah.
Okay, that's really touching, you know, because when Corona came, I think a lot of people were in despair. But I can actually agree with you. I will be one person who will say that Corona came and actually changed my way of thinking in a very different way. It was a time that some were feeling sad and some people learned a lot, and it actually changed a lot of people's outlook about life, and it helped people see life in a different level altogether. I'm really proud of what you're doing. That was a very good initiative.
Thank you.
Then as a youth now, because I think youth in Kenya or youth in generally, they need to have the support of changing their mindset. So you as a youth, you're doing a lot of things. You went out of Corona and decided, okay, I'm standing out to start helping people. I'm an actor. I am a poet, and I'm that. But I know there's a youth out there who has all these talents, who has all these things, but somehow he doesn't have the guts to do what you did, or take that to decide, okay, I have this, let me just start doing something. So what advice can you give such youth? Because I know there's a lot of youth out there who have talents, who have certificates, and they're just feeling sad. I don't have a job because I went to the university and I'm jobless. But deep, without certificate, that doesn't define you. It doesn't make you who, the certificate is just a certificate. It doesn't really mean anything. So what is driving you? Because I want the youth to see that something is driving you to become that consistent, that outgoing. So I want a youth to hear from you, so that someone is there doubting, and I think most of them are just doubting their potential. They're doubting what they can do. They don't believe in what they have. What advice can you give them?
Okay, actually, first of all, each and every person should know that they have so much potential, but they don't want to just let it out. At the end of the day, we victimize our problems more than tackling the problems. Through tackling, it's when now the growth you attain. Are you getting me, Fatma?
Yeah.
I can give an example. When we were in this Corona season 2020, and we were taking unpaid leave, and it was so difficult for my case, paying bills and stuff. It was a period where it was so much confusion and stuff. But Alhamdulillah, with the people, they know, it's not a must to mention them. They know themselves. Thank you so much. So when I started these initiatives and going out to do talks here and there, let me tell you, social media has really played a very big role in my life at the moment. I'm actually working with Young Muslim Association. Mm-hmm. This is an NGO in Kenya, Nairobi, that they approached me through the social media. They approached me through the campaigns I was doing. This is a charity NGO, okay, whereby it has an orphanage in Garissa, more than 400 boys, orphans. It also has a high school. It has a primary school. It has a nursery school. It's a whole big NGO whereby it requires, as it says, the Secretary General says, it requires young blood so that they're able to actually make a change. Okay, so through that, they approached me. Okay, so an example is this way: if Corona was there and I was just sitting there, Fatma, with my problems, shutting up, just going through Instagram and Facebook and liking and double tapping, actually this initiative, or we could not be doing at the moment this interview. Are we together? So you people, use anything around you that you think this thing is very vital in terms of my growth. Just pursue it. At the end of the day, boom, I'm in Nairobi. I have never lived in Nairobi outside, apart from Mombasa and Eldoret, but I am here because of the kind of the initiative I did. Okay, I was seen. You are going to be seen. Opportunities outside there are many. What you're supposed to do, be aggressive. The problem of our youth in Mombasa, they are not aggressive. They just want to be given, to be spoon-fed. They don't want to go out there and look for opportunities. Opportunities are always there, but you're supposed to look for them, period. And you know that, Fatma, you are in Dubai looking for opportunities. You got them, yes or no?
Yes, true.
Are we together? So my fellow youth in Mombasa, let us talk about Mombasa because that's our main interest. Our fellow youth in Mombasa, people just want to be called, go somewhere, go back home. So when they go back home, they see everything is in place. Mom has already struggled, dad has already struggled, they have food there. At the end of the day, nothing is happening to them. So to them, life is good. And then when opportunities come and you don't get them, because haujitumi, yani you are not working hard for them. They can't just come this like a silver platter. You have like to work to get that platter first before even you get that meal. Are you together? So just go out of your comfort zone, period. We doing videos, we doing everything apart from going to work. Yes, we're doing work, okay? As much as we have fun, we do this. At the end of the day, Fatma, we should make a little bit of change so that you are able to stand out. But if you just sit down and say, mimi maskini nimefanya business management, nimefanya education, hakuna kazi, hatupewi kazi sisi, watu wa Mombasa hakuna kazi. There are a lot of skills that you can have. Explore yourself. Another problem, people do not explore themselves as Mombasa. Because me nimefanya business management or nimefanya education, I just want to be a teacher. Are you getting me, Fatma?
Yes. Yeah.
So people do not want to explore themselves. There's so much skills, there's so much potential, there's so much talent. Explore yourself. Explore yourself. Let me tell you, in my life at the moment, as much as I am a teacher, I practice fashion, I practice social media marketing, I practice writing, I practice poetry, I practice acting. Okay, all that, how is not network attained? Network is attained by doing different things so that you're able to actually reach different kind of people. And whenever something is on, somebody can just refer them to you. Are you getting me? So it is all about you. It is not about your parent. It's not about your teacher. It's not about your siblings. It's not about your guardian. It is about you. Explore yourself. At the end of the day, if you explore yourself well and know what I am very, very, very capable of doing, do it. Do it with open mind. You might fail, you might lose. You might fail or you might pass. At the end of the day, you'll have grown. You'll have grown. Okay, you'll have actually a step ahead from any other person because you'll be able to know. Okay, so that's I think good. I'm talking so much energy.
Actually, what you're saying,
because I am weeping in my heart, maybe.
Yeah. I am with you. No, I'm agreeing with you. The one thing that you're saying is that if you want change, you have to change. Change cannot come if you don't change yourself. If you do not change, you will not have change. So you need to change you as a person. You need to know what you want in life. You need to understand yourself to find out what you want in life. And I think from what you're saying, all the things that you're saying is that you need to find your why. Why are you on this earth? What are you meant to do here? It's not the paper that you have, it's why are you here? Find yourself. And that's a very important thing. You cannot change anything if you do not change. We all want life to be good. So you have to be the first one who's changing. And you said something else, opportunities are out there, but opportunities are not going to come to your house. You've got to go out and find them. And how do you find opportunities is when you start changing. When you change your mindset, when you start understanding your potential, when you start interacting with people in a different level, making yourself become important or significant is your job. It's not your family, it's not your friend, it's not anyone, it's you. So if you cannot do that, then you cannot achieve what you want in life. And I think one of the things that I'm hearing from you is that you have to be consistent. Yeah. Failure, and I think most of us are like, I tried doing this, I failed, and I tried doing this and failed. But failure is not a problem. Actually, failure is a learning. So if you've tried something and failed, learn from it. Find out what you did wrong from the failure, and then move on. If you don't fail, you don't grow. I don't think as much as he's saying, Sabri is saying, I did this and I did that, I think there have been some failures in his life, but he keeps on standing up. He keeps on standing up. So you want to become something, you want to build yourself, then learn from your failures and be consistent. I think most of us are also in the community where we do not find the right people who empower us, where you do not find people who change our mindset. You are all sitting in the same community and doing the same things. If you want to change your life, you need to put yourself with different kinds of people. Like, I have to go out and find people who think differently from me. What kinds of friends are surrounding me? What are the people who are around me? And I think that's what Sabri is saying. He put himself out there and he started meeting different kinds of people. People who empowered him, people who encouraged him, people who made him see there's more to life than what I'm doing right now. And I think if all the youth can hear what he's saying, then life can be very, very different for most of the youth. So I love that. I love the fact that you put yourself out there and you do a lot of things, being an actor. So you're a poet and you're writing quotes and you're writing a lot of things. So what inspired you into writing? What actually inspired you into writing, to start writing poetry and writing quotes and inspirational things?
Okay, my writing skills started way back when I was in primary school. You know, I'm good in drama and poetry, like performed poetry, theater and drama. Yeah, so Alhamdulillah, when I was in high school, in university, I've been champions. In 2017, I was the best male performing artist, like the whole Kenya, in the Kenya National Drama Festivals in Kisumu. That's actually, until today, that is my main win in my life. Having that national title, it's so amazing, it's so refreshing. We got. It was so amazing, Alhamdulillah. So through that, when I started teaching too, apart from teaching, now I started even directing. I direct poetry, I direct drama, plays. I direct poetry like choral verses and stuff. And again, I attained best director trophies, best director. So that is the aspect whereby I was like, apart from me being a teacher, this is a thing that I can empower the children. So Alhamdulillah, with the kind of the talent that I had on drama and music in terms of poetry, I've really grown until I think last year I adjudicated in the drama festivals. Last year, 2020. Yeah, 2020, I adjudicated. I was an adjudicator. I have gone different workshop for adjudicators, national workshops. So that's what drives me continue writing, because I've written poetry for music festivals, for drama festivals, for different kind of schools. Yeah, I'm saying this because this is where I love most. even not education, by the way. I love drama more than education. People don't know that. Anyway, now in writing, what made me in the inspirational writing, I started way back 2017. You know, there's this Beck Awards, Bloggers Association of Kenya. There was a category of inspirational writing, I think. And for the inspirational writing, it's not like a lot of people. You know, I don't have a blog. Okay, just have the WordPress blogger. But I was like, wait, there's no this kind of people are not like enrolling. People are not like submitting their works in the Beck Awards, because I was looking at, you know, as a writer, you'll be able to understand. Now, I was like, let me start doing this. So I just started writing inspirational writing. So I said, let me do this in form of quotes, because people will read. People don't love reading. Period. That's the sad truth. Am I lying, Fatma? People don't love reading.
People love reading.
Okay, not like majority of people. Like sana poetry. Okay, sorry, poetry. Okay.
Yeah.
Poetry is not everybody cup of tea.
Sure.
Yeah. What I meant is poetry. People don't love poetry a lot, but mashallah, I have seen a lot of people are so passionate about poetry, me included. Any poetry show, I'll be there. Now, actually, I said, let me do this. Let me continue doing my poetry, inspiring people, but in few words, like 2 lines or 3 lines.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
And I use more repetition. You know, those are the features of poetry. So I started that in 2017. Since that day, each and every morning, I normally send through my social media handles, through my WhatsApp broadcast lists, through my statuses, all of them. I normally create a quote before I do anything in the morning. And these quotes actually, because I have people who, as much as, even if they're not a lot of people, those few who actually follow them, some people normally some people want me to actually speak their hearts out for them. Okay, so they might have a problem and they'll be like, Farouk, please, I have done this and this and this. Tomorrow's quote, write about this and this and this. Nice. Are you getting me? Yeah. So those kind of people are the ones who actually even are pushing me to continue writing. And my writing journey, the inspirational writing, has really grown. Even from my page in Instagram, Quotes by Farouk, has really grown in terms of the creation, in terms of the content, in terms of the choice of words. So it's all, you'll have to start from somewhere. Period. Are you getting me? One of the quote that I really love. Okay, it's I use repetition most of the time, so maybe I just say it. So it goes this way. The street is too dark. I will illuminate. Sorry. The street is too dark. I will illuminate the street. Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm. So maybe if you
are you getting it?
Elaborate a little bit. Elaborate a little bit on your words. So whoever is listening.
Yeah. You see, poetry is not everybody cup of tea, and Fatma's.
No, I understand, but some people. So what is?
Oh, okay.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, so true.
So that someone
like the streets. Yeah. Everybody knows the street. The street. So I use the street. Then I repeated again, repetition. The street is too dark. Like the street is too dark. I will illuminate this street. To illuminate is to put like some light in it. So because there are a lot of problems, I'm going to I'll try my best. I'll try my best to tackle these kind of problems. That's what we mean by that quote. Are you getting it?
Yeah. That's amazing. I love that. See, I think the journey to everybody's life sometimes becomes dark, and that's the street.
Yeah.
And nobody can make that journey lighter but yourself. If you do not,
totally,
you have to learn how to make your story become interesting. So that street that you're talking about is the journey that you're taking. There's going to be ups and downs, failures, there's going to be disappointments. But the main person who can make that journey look happier and become better is you. So you have to walk that street, the dark street. It's like, let's say, if I take the metaphor of a caterpillar is ugly, but it goes through metamorphosis to become a butterfly. And that's the same thing.
Beautiful.
So you have to walk through that dark street to make your life change. And I think that's what Sabri is talking about, his journey in a way, like, I've walked through ups and downs, but I'm making it becoming lighter as I go. And I think most youth should learn from you. It's not an easy journey to become Sabir, but it's your choice to become him. And most of them are going to say, oh, maybe Sabir, you had support, you can do it. But if you do not put yourself out, that's what he's telling us, is you cannot become what you want.
Yeah, people have different stories, Fatma. People have different stories. Yes. You can't just assume. You see somebody, like my personality, you have gone through my page. I'm so happy. And yeah, that's me, by the way, in real life. But you cannot assume. You don't know. I'm not saying that I've gone through a lot. Alhamdulillah, I've gone through a lot. Alhamdulillah for everything. Even if I've gone through a lot, Alhamdulillah for everything. We are supposed to be thankful, not to look at what others. Now the problem of our youth too in Mombasa, people just want to look what others are going through, and they're like, yule kwao masha. No. Now change that kwenu. Change your place. How? Because a lot of people actually believe that the children who are in that homestead are the ones who are going to actually break those chains of poverty, chains of barbarism, chains of illiteracy. Are you together?
Yes.
So there is this one, just one, please. This one, I use alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the sound, like this, the first sound, in poetry. Yeah. So it is, through thick and thin you thrive.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Through thick and thin you thrive. Mm-hmm. I think that's self-explanatory.
Yes. I like the fact that your poems really touches the reality of life. I don't think there is anything easy in life, and if the youth will understand that, then they will make a bigger change in life. When I'm looking at you, I find that one thing that drives you is your passion. You have passion in what you're doing. And most of the youth don't know that if you follow your passion, that's where you find your happiness. So find your passion, find your skill, find something that drives you. What makes you wake up in the morning? Is it that paper that you bought and you don't have a job with? Or do you have something that if you want to do, even if you do it for free, makes you happy, and then you grow it to something that is going to give you an income? What is your passion and what's your purpose in life? I look at Sabir and I feel he's driven by his why. My why is to go out and empower others. His passion is driving him to try and share as much as he can on his journey. He likes writing, he likes acting, and he's happy about it. And if all the youth could just have that, what's my passion? What is my talent? What skill do I have? And how can I utilize it to become different? We are all different and we are all unique. So find your uniqueness, find that center power of you, what drives you. And what he said is very important. We always compare. Oh, I'm not like so-and-so. My family is not like this. I'm coming from here. Through thick and thin, we thrive. So whether you come from the slums, whether you come from Mombasa, you come from Nakuru, just know this. Your journey is yours. It is your story. How do you want to write it? You choose the chapters, you choose the characters, and you choose the ending. So each part you wake up in the morning, like what he's doing. He wakes up every day in the morning and writes a quote for someone to make someone smile or someone have an encouragement of the day. So what is your purpose? Who do you want to make happy? What is your calling in life? I'm really um, admiring your passion and your energy. And I think your talk today just have someone, a youth, who will hear and just find their talent. They will not just sit and be victims. I think most of the youth are victims of situations. There's someone who said this: whatever happens in your life is important. It's really significant. You're poor, it's a significant thing. You're sick, it's a significant thing. Something bad happens into your life, that's all significant. But the question is, what do you do about it? There's nothing that is in your life right now that is not significant. But the choice that you will do to change that situation is all in your hands. And Sabir is a very good example of it. So I'm really admiring your energy and your passion. That's so nice. And I hope the youth will see this and they will start finding their inner purpose. So one more question for you, Sabir. If I would
before you answer the question, before you ask the question,
yeah,
this something just came up in my mind. Now, one aspect, #kumbusha mwanafunzi, is we want to go back to those parents, to those youth of ours, and make sure, you know, I think our generation, most of us in Mombasa, did not get that parent tenderness, okay, on abilities and skills, on the aspect of parents. Like 80% of the parents won't care about their child in terms of each and every parent, mashallah, will want best for their child, but the mechanism on,
yes,
as I was saying, every parent, mashallah, wants the best for their children, but the mechanism on how they can assist the children to grow or become best the way they want, it's actually not well defined by them. So this is the case whereby we are supposed to make sure these guardians, parents, or youth of ours actually instill. This is what most of our youth, okay, have missed. Like parents giving them that morale that you can do it, okay. As much as parents want the best, but there's not that little bit of a push, okay. Maskini, yule ampata D-, maskini, you know, we are living with fate. Now, as I was saying, like la yarud al-qadar illa bidu'a, yani the qadar of Allah, it's changeable through supplications. Yeah. Sometimes if the qadar can change, sisi ni majaliwa yetu. At the end of the day, we parents, we guardians, we youth are the ones who actually want these problems, because we do not want to face our realities. Realities are all there. It's not fate. Yes, there is fate, but at the end of the day, what have you done through that fate? Are you together? So parents, we should play a very big role in our children. We make sure we instill that morale, that boost, that they can make it. As much as you have taken them to good schools, as much as you are following them up, do you sit down and tell them, my kid, my son, my daughter, this is what you can do. You are going far. You are doing this. Are we together? You know, a child, I wish each and every parent could know the psychology of children. As much as you have 6 children or 7 children, it does not give you a mandate like you know how to raise the children. You know that, Fatma? You know, I'm talking in teacher perspective.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Because I am saying this, when Corona started talking about the early pregnancies, you've heard the cases, you know, in Kenya, you've read newspaper. There are a lot of problems. There is even a county having 7,000, 10,000 school children being impregnated. Okay? And then you say, Mimi, I'm a good parent, najua kulea. We are supposed to learn the psychology of these children. Children are very good. It is us parents, it is us children it is us guardians, or big brothers, big sisters who deny or who provide problems. to those children in their growth and development. So we youth, we generation did not get that aspect of boosting from my parents' morale. Leave alone the financial. I know you know what I mean by boosting in terms of the morale. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah, the parents can provide anything, Fatma, but at the end of the day, hata he doesn't care. Aya anakuja kuchukua results nini, but the parent does not give you that push in terms of my kid. Wallahi, when I just see you, I see you success. Siko ubaya. Fatma, did your parent tell you that, or your guardian?
Yeah, my dad used to support me, and he used to say he's proud of what we're doing. So I think that's part of you growing with your integrity or your beliefs that I'm good and I can do something. And I think parents should. That's a very good point. Like parents, we are influencing our children from the day we have them to the day when they become adults. And whatever we install in them is the beliefs that we put in them. If you're a parent who keeps on telling your child you're stupid or you're not good enough, that's a belief that you're installing in your child. It's going to go with that child until when he becomes an adult. So what are we telling our children? Are we encouraging our children to have beliefs, to believe in themselves, to have confidence in themselves, to see possibilities? Because if you're a parent who doesn't show possibilities, it's this, like I remember when we were growing, and most of the comment you will hear is, it's so hard to make money. Sisi ni maskini. Haya ni majaliwa yetu. This is how we are supposed to be. But is it really what we are supposed to be? That's what is being installed in children. But if as a parent you show them there's a possibility in life, the only thing you show them is impossibilities. It's not a right for a parent to make a child feel like there's no possibilities in the future. You might not have the finance, but you can make a child grow believing that there's change in the future. And that's your responsibility as a parent, as a guardian. You need to install stronger beliefs in children or in youth so that they can find their purpose. It's your responsibility as a guardian to encourage your child to find their skills and their talents and grow and become the people who they want.
Just to cut you short, I'm sorry, Fatma, before this point goes off. Actually, it's a very, very sad reality. I saw it, I experienced it myself. Like there's somebody who wanted, a girl, I think it's 18 or 19 years old. She wanted to be a baker. Yani, her passion is so to baking stuff. So the mom was like, wewe taka kuwa beka, kila mtu ni siku hizo akiamka ama kila mtu akikuwa atakuwa beka, hakuna kila mtu ni any you know that's negative energy. Okay, the negative energy through that. I'm like, auntie, and this lady, when she continues and becomes a baker, one of the best baker maybe in Kenya or even the world, you'll start becoming proud of your daughter, right?
Yes.
Are you together? I'm like, even if the child wants, this is a lady who wants to just paint, to do drawings in people's walls.
Yes.
Leave her do so. You don't know what you are denying. You don't know what you are denying the future of that child. So to ourselves, and this is the problem of Mombasa, everybody just wants direct tickets.
No.
The shortcuts. Our parents. If you want better youth, listen to them. If you want better youth, give them opportunities to explore themselves. And if you define what they love, assist them in growing. You won't have problems of drug abuse. You don't have problems of early pregnancies. You won't have problems of idleness. If this child wants to play football, let them go play football. If this child wants to cook, even if it's a boy or even if it's a lady, if he anapenda becoming a chef, let him or let her be. You don't know. He might be the next Burj Khalifa main chef. Are you together?
Yes.
People don't want to. Let me tell you another thing that drives me again. My vision is so bright, it's so big. I do not just look here.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? I know with Allah si zalim, Allah will see all those people who are hardworking and reward them.
Sure.
Are we together? That's why. Yeah. So
I
go to your question now.
Proud you said that, because there's a lot of parents who don't know that they're killing and they're making their kids lose their worth and their value because of what they want for them. I know most parents believe if you're a doctor and you're a lawyer, these are titles that are good in society. You need to be a lawyer, you need to be a teacher, but not everybody wants to be a teacher, not everybody wants to be a lawyer. And allow the kids to be what they want. You never know. Some people, if you look at footballers, most of them are millionaires and billionaires because of their talent. You hold that talent from someone because you want somebody to be a doctor and he ends up failing and becoming a drunk or a drug addict. How does that help society? So I think parents and guardians should just sit down and, as you said, build your child's dream.
It's not about money, Fatima. It's about productivity.
Yes.
The more you are productive now, it goes now hand in hand with the financial journey.
No, what I'm saying,
are you together?
What I'm saying is most of the parents are, when they tell you to become a doctor or a lawyer, or their vision is you're going to have a good life. You're going to change your life in different ways. But what they're forgetting is anything that you have passion in, anything that you love, the skill that you want to do, and you grow it and you nurture it, can make you become whoever you want. So nurture and build it. It's not like when I get a D, and I know I've experienced this, that a child gets a D and the first thing they came and say he failed. There's nothing we can do. He failed. He got a D, so that's it. He got a D. That's a paper. But what else does he have as a child, as a youth, that he can do that can make him better? So parents and guardians, and I'm so happy that you brought this up. I believe this is not a problem only in Mombasa, but it's a problem in general for parents.
The whole world. Yeah,
the whole world, that do not hold your child with your dreams. I think parents, some of them want their dreams to become through their children. I wanted to become something, it didn't happen, so my child has to be the dream that I didn't make, which is wrong. Your child has a right to be who they want to be. And if we support them, and these problems that we are having of drugs, of teenage pregnancy, I think we're going to help it, because we are allowing them to become their own people, their own identity. That's why you find it. By the way, it's a problem that parents don't know that they do this until when you grow up, you end up doing a job that you don't like. You end up become miserable in life because you are living your parents' dream. So if you're a parent who's gone through that, why put your child through that again?
Thank you. Preach.
So support your child and beliefs. We have beliefs. Our beliefs are everything. The way my thoughts are what defines my life. So if I keep on believing that I'm not good enough, I don't have the potential to think by myself, then I end up believing that even when I'm working, I don't find the courage to start even asking for a promotion, because my beliefs have been killed. So parents need to encourage their children to find their worth. And the best time is when they're young. Support them, empower them, let them know that they're unique, they're powerful, they're strong. At the same time, discipline them. We don't say don't discipline your children, but encourage them to become a person or an identity for themselves. That's a very good
thing. And at the same time, everything what your child is doing, should be things that are in religious brackets that do not annoy Allah. That's the most important thing, by the way. That's why now parents are there. Okay? Parents are not there to live their dreams through the children.
Yes.
They are there to guide them.
Yeah.
Period.
Your dreams.
That's the plain truth. I know this is an argument in parental guidance and whatever, but it is plain truth. Leave your children do whatever they want. We teachers have given them the direction, you parents also guide them. Yeah, like give me the question.
Yeah, I'm really happy you said this, and I think it's a good thing that it's not only the youth that needs to find guidance. I think the first influence a parent should be there for their child and support them, and build their beliefs, and build their values, because we get our values from our environment. Most of us have values when we grow, so our values defines who we become as grown-ups. So give them the best values that they can have in life, so that they become powerful leaders tomorrow, because our youth are the future. So thank you so much, Sabri. So I have one more question for you.
Okay.
One sentence that can define you. One sentence that defines Sabri.
One statement that defines me is I'm full of optimism and I'm always happy.
That is very good. Optimism is good. So what makes you so optimistic?
I think it's in my traits, in my personal traits, in my personality, that I am just outgoing, and through that I know everything will be in place. Yani, this is not the world that you just stay there and you cry of your problems that you have, the problems your families have. At the end of the day, you have to be happy always, so that you're able to attract. If you're happy, you attract. Okay, not attract the other way. Yeah, and you attract opportunities.
True.
Yani, let me tell you, imagine you are sad, you're always like this. Will people follow you, Kweli?
No.
They will not. Always be happy. And yeah. I think it's a personal trait. It's in me that I'm full of. I know everything will be in place. This is how my parents know, my friends know, like all of my friends, my mentors. Actually, they know that. They'll be like, you are so like the Secretary General of Young Muslim Association. Every time he's like, he knows things are going bad maybe, but the way I am putting it, it's like, okay, sir, your positivity is on another level. Thank you.
That is amazing. One thing that people forget is that you need to be positive. Your mindset is everything. If you always negative, you attract the things that you're always in your mind. So you have to have a positive outlook about life, because life is not going to be easy, but it's not also hard. It's how you see it. How do you see your life is how it becomes. If you're always negative,
thank you, preach.
Then you attract negative. You have to have positivity in your life. No matter what happens, there's always, at the end of the tunnel, there's light, and you have to
totally
walk through that tunnel to find the light. So thank you so much, Sabir, and I'm honored really to have you here, because at your age and what you're doing and the way you see life, I wish most youth could see life the way you're seeing it, because they have a lot to give to the society. They have a lot to live for. They are unique. And I like the fact that you just see your uniqueness in a very broad way. And that's amazing. We've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from you. Like, life is not here, and like, you just have to take life and put yourself out there. It took me a while to understand that if you don't put yourself out there, things are not going to work. You just have to come out of your comfort zone. So I will ask most of the youth to listen. Come out of your comfort zone. Find your purpose, have a positive outlook in life, and find your skill, your talent, and just take a leap of faith and start your life. Thank you so much, Sabir. If you have any final advice for youth there that you would want to share, or tell any youth, you can share with them a final word or anything that you want to say as an advice to a youth out there who is in doubt of what he wants to do in life.
Oh, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. I am super glad, as I said earlier. I would really love to be back here again. Yes. MashaAllah, your rapport, and you're so likable in terms of interviewing somebody. I hope I'll be back here again, inshallah.
Definitely.
Or even in Dubai, like me, physical interview.
Inshallah. I would love that.
Inshallah, obviously. Okay, you can see my optimism now.
Which is good. I love it. I love it. It's amazing.
Okay, to everybody, we have talked a lot.
Yes.
Now, it should linger in your mind that the ball is in your court. I told you it's all about you first. It's all about you first. Don't be like a starving baker. That you feed people with bread and you're hungry.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't be a starving. Eat different things, Baba, Mama. Try different things.
Yes.
Never mind where family you come from. As long as you have your God, Allah is there, and you're trying your best always, and that I can guarantee you. Even if you don't get the answers from God at the moment, you just continue. One day, one time, period. So yeah, it's all about you. Put God first and explore yourself. Try everything. And for parents, it's all about your child. It's not about you. Okay? Look at the difference. For the child, it's all about themselves. For the parents, it's all about the child. So thank you so much, parents, guardians, big brothers, big sisters, kids who will watch this.